Good morning, everybody. I decided I'm going to do a little bit of a vlog video. Sorry about the shaky camera, but it's just kind of teetering on my steering wheel right now. I don't know how much I'm actually going to get done on this video or anything like that. I'm actually stopped on a part of road that's closed near me, and I just hit up a place called Cowtown. I'm going to give a shout out to Matthew Roy here. We actually talked about next time he's in this area on his way to New York, he wants to try to go through there. It's just a big flea market. There's actually two near me that are quite spectacular, well, quite good. One is the Newcastle Farmers Market. The other is Cowtown. Cowtown, you get people coming from all the states to go to. Like I was just there, I saw, you know, in this area it's kind of hard to say, because you could say that how does our government like to PC put it, undocumented immigrants, I think that's the word that they usually use, none of them have New Jersey license plates. Excuse me. But what I needed work boots, and dang it, I really wasn't expecting anybody to come see me or try to send me a message. Anyway, so I'm starting a new job on Monday at a place called Shelton House. We're gonna make pasta sauce, salad dressings, that kind of stuff. And I needed work boots, and I'm like, well, you know, I just got my paycheck from NFI. I need to make this money last until my next paycheck. But so I went to I put on Facebook, hey, I need cheap work boots. Am I better off going to Walmart or Payless? A friend of mine suggested, what about Cowtown? Everybody goes to Cowtown. I'm like, I don't go to Cowtown, but I'll go to Cowtown. And so went to Cowtown. There's actually two cars coming. That's weird. I went to Cowtown, and I'm gonna wait till these two cars pass. Oh, they're just realizing that the road's closed. Uh-oh. Am I about to see an accident? Guys switch cameras? No. Yeah, right now what they're doing is they're tearing up a bridge that's right ahead of me. Actually, I'll turn around. You can see. So for $35, I come out of Cowtown. You know, at this point, I don't care, because once I start getting paychecks in, I can get a better set of boots. This is Urban Land. Never heard of them. Not even gonna bother Googling them. These are very, very nice appearing boots. They are comfortable too. Oh my God, my feet felt like they were on cloud 9. And another thing that Cowtown's famous for is socks. 4 pairs for $5. This guy's telling me all kinds of, they're this type of cotton from this country that nobody's ever heard of. I'm like, it doesn't matter, they're gonna get destroyed in a matter of days anyway. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and head on to my next place and see if I get anything there. I'm not going on a spending spree, but I'm also gonna go up to the thrift store where my mom works and see what they have there. But see you next segment. Alright, so for part 2 here, I'm at my house. I went to the Habitat for Humanity Restore by my house. They didn't really have much of anything that was of interest to me. However, I do have a taillight bulb out, and they had these for $2. Figure it's worth a shot. Which, because they're a brighter bulb, I have to change both in both taillights now. I don't know if you can see this, but it's wet out. And not only is it wet out, I don't know if that's going to help you see it. It's actually snowing. Today is April 9th. And it's snowing. What the heck, Mother Nature? And some of these are some pretty big snowflakes. I don't think it's really going to amount to much, personally. But, I don't know. The other thing is that I actually bought this before I started the vlog. Is I went past Three Stooges, as I like to call them, Pep Boys. Actually, I was at the Wells Fargo bank right next to them, and I decided to check into there. Wow, some of these are... Can you see the size of some of these? Okay, so enough of that. I use Rain-X washer fluid that has a ice melter in it, so that's what I'm going to use, or that's what I was doing. But my Envoy has had a problem for a little bit. I haven't really had the time, money to fix it. Well, actually, I've had the time. I haven't had the money to fix it. But there will be a video tomorrow. This is an ignition coil for cylinder number 6, which of course is under the... It's in the engine bay, but it's basically under the dash. So, if the weather holds out tomorrow, that'll be a video tomorrow. If not, it's going to have to be soon. What's happening is I get a random, it's very random, but I get a misfire code for cylinder 6. And, like, sometimes it'll stumble, my check engine light will actually flash and then go off, and it'll show a pending code for cylinder 6 misfire. Sometimes the light will stay on and it says cylinder 6 misfire, but that was only $35. What I'm going to do is, Amazon sells a kit by the company Wells, which is a very good brand of electronic components for ignition, and they sell a matched set. What that means is they all came from the same lot number. They were all manufactured at the exact same time, so they should be all perfectly matched. Because sometimes, like, if you like this value grade, this is actually the part number I got from them. You know, that might have just a slight different resistance and voltage to the factory coil that's on cylinder 5. Now, I've already looked at it. It looks like the others, at least one or two of the others, have been changed, so they're already not matched. So that's going to be, that'll be a fun project. I'd like to do, what I'd like to do is do them all and get a set of the OEM spark plugs for it too, because I have no idea what's in there. I might pull a spark plug when I pull the plug in cylinder 6 when I pulled it out, just to take a look at it. I know it's going to be fouled because there's times that it's not running right at all. But see, like, it's so random that, you know, I drove to Virginia. Started out in Chesapeake, Virginia, all the way down here, went halfway across the state, came back up to New Jersey. Never had a single issue. Get back a couple days, it does it here or there, and then it'll go away for a while, and then it'll come back. There'll be times, like I said, you know, I went to Virginia and back. That was, I don't even know how many miles. I really should have checked, but I was tracking my fuel economy, so I wasn't really looking at it. But, and then there'll be times where I can't go a week without this thing giving me an issue. So I'm like, all right, enough is enough. $35, let's do it. So that's an upcoming video. And in case you don't know, if you're familiar with how most ignition systems work, you know, you have a distributor cap, rotor, and your plug wires that go to your spark plugs. This, you know, has coil on the coil on top of the plug, because usually with most setups you have, you know, a separate ignition coil that goes to the distributor cap, and then the wires go to the spark plugs. This is controlled by the computer that deals with it on its own. It's what's known as distributorless ignition system. That's been actually kind of common since the 80s, but it's becoming more and more common now. Snow's getting heavier, so I'm gonna go ahead and get gas in this and go to a couple other things. I'm also supposed to be going grocery shopping at some point today, but I'm not going to do anything with that video wise. But I kind of regret not having my camera glasses when I went to Cowtown, because that would have been an interesting experience. For one, that could have shown Matthew Roy what it looks like there. But also, oh my god, it was hilarious. I also kind of regret not having them when I went to Restore, because this lady was coming from wow, my brain just stopped on me. Going from the one area into the other, had a long piece of molded, and when she went to walk through the door, I guess she forgot that she had it, and she hit the top of the door, and it ended up hitting her in the face. I helped the lady, of course, but it was funny. I don't care who you are, it was funny. But yeah, so anyway, yeah, I'm gonna go on to my next thing and see what happens. So I just pulled up at this at the thrift store that my mom volunteers at. It's called King's Things. It's a it's a thrift store that's owned and ran by a church, and they're usually pretty good people in there, but their prices are completely ridiculous usually. So we'll see what they have to offer. I'm not gonna, you know, I'm not gonna be videoing in there, obviously. But if I find anything, I'll let you know. And but she was telling me a story last night. Like I said, this place, they have a food pantry. They have a lot of good things going on for them. And there was a homeless guy in this town, and you know, they helped him out a lot. They usually made sure he had a place to sleep, helped him get his food stamps, and made sure the one particular lady used to take him shopping. You know, the guy wasn't like, you know, some homeless people are completely nuts. This guy just hard up. You know, in this economy that happens, sadly. But hold on. There's somebody that's parking here. I just didn't want to look like I was videotaping the house right next door. But yeah, so she told me that apparently somebody killed the guy. He was literally bludgeoned to death, and they could barely even make out who he was. And that's an absolute shame, because, you know, for one, you know, it's a murder, and that's not right, but still, it's, you know, I mean, the guy was homeless. What were they trying to get from him? But I'm going to go ahead and go in and stop rambling about that. Alright, so I'm just coming out of the King's Things thrift store I was talking about. You might notice I'm wearing a different shirt. So what happened is it's two different parts. Their electronics department's ridiculous, for one. I'm going to show you, I'll put in two pictures of this Dell monitor. It's a very early flat screen, to say the least. It's like a 19-inch. It's a very early one. It probably takes two people to pick up. I'm going to put in pictures after this, whatever. Anyway, so there's two there's technically two stores, and I was in the other one. I got a phone call from somebody that wants me to come to their house and look at a computer. Well, I'm in Sweden. I'm 9.9 miles from my house, and they're between where I'm at and my house. So I said, you know what, I'm gonna go back in. So I ended up getting some nice pairs of pants. I actually ended up getting 4 pairs of pants. They had a deal with clothing, is buy 2 get 1 free. They had 2 of this exact nice button-down polo shirt, and but I got 3 initially. I got 3 pairs of pants because they were buy 2 get 1 free. Then I got the call, so I went back in. I'm like, I'm wearing a shirt that says where's that? It says, no, I will not fix your computer. And I'm thinking, well, I'm just meeting a customer. That's not something I should be wearing. And so I went back in there, saw they had 2 of these, but they didn't have another shirt that I would like. So I said, well, can I get a pair of pants with this? And he says, yeah, you'll just pay $4 for the pants, $2 for one of the shirts, and then the other shirt will be free. Bingo, got a deal. So I paid $6 and $8. I got 4 pairs of pants and 2 shirts. So whatever that math works out to be, that's what I end up walking out there. So I need to go meet this customer. Apparently their printer will not talk to their computer, and I'm hoping it's something simple. And I guess so are they. And by the way, I've started doing house calls for computers, so that's probably one thing to look at. So, alright, I will see you after I talk to these customers. Alright, so about that house call, I gotta be honest with you, I was trying my best not to laugh, because, you know, I got there, yeah, I can't get the printer to talk to my computer. It was a Toshiba satellite laptop from about 2009. Not a bad machine. A dual core at AMD, 4 gigs of RAM. Actually ran quite snappy. At first, I saw the printer plugged in, and I'm like, and I go to move the cable, and I'm like, wait a minute, something ain't right. Either you have a broken USB port. The printer was plugged into the Ethernet jack. The USB cable was just sitting in there. But you know what? In the end, it worked out pretty good. They got their printer going. Apparently, they haven't tried to use the printer in 4 years, so they had no good ink either. But I got the printer to talk to the computer, you know, explain to them how to not have this situation in the future, and move on with that. So now I'm about to go get some lunch and probably go home and upload this, because I'm not really sure what else I'm going to do. So thank you for watching. Have a blessed day, and you don't forget you can find me on Facebook, and yeah, with Facebook, pretty much it. I have a Twitter, but I don't use it, and I don't use the Instagram either. So thank you for watching. Have a blessed day. I thought I was done with the vlog, but I just went and picked up my lunch. I stopped at a place called Roman Pantry. They have, to me, some of the best pizza around. It's kind of a mixture between standard New York style thin crust and a thicker crust. It's just a slightly thicker crust, but it's not full-blown, you know, pan pizza. And actually, this place is known, I don't know how many of you are aware, that I grew up in the same town that Bruce Willis did. Now, obviously, he's older than me, so, but I have met him on several occasions here. He claims that Roman Pantry has the best cheesesteaks on the planet. And you know what? If I don't know if Matt Roy likes cheesesteaks. But if he ever comes up this way, we could get him to do a food review on that. Maybe. But, yeah, so that's another idea I had. And I'll know if he watches the video because he'll say something about it. Anyway, but yeah, the other thing I got is these things are pretty awesome. They're ham and cheese wraps. They're like, it's not, it's like, it's used, they use the same pizza dough. And they just wrap ham and cheese in it. I can't get the box to close. Oh well. But yeah, so that's another thing. I'm not gonna. I don't do food reviews. That's not my thing. But I'm gonna go up, eat my lunch, relax. Try to stop laughing about the idea that these people had the USB cable jammed in their Ethernet port. Because I mean that's funny, but you know, we all started somewhere. But that's the thing though, is I also took the time, I showed them how to do it right, made sure that they knew what was actually wrong, what that port's actually for. But apparently they're an older couple who travels a lot, and they really use the iPad more than anything. And I did suggest to them that they could get a wireless printer that they could, print. I'm like, look for something on the box. A lot of them will say, print from your iPhone, iPad. I mean, I didn't just leave them high and dry. I didn't just go, here's the problem, or here, I fixed it, give me your money. No, I actually sat down, had, talked to them about it. And they were very thankful because I was able to save the day, mind you. But, actually apparently they have a photo printer that they use, and this is only because their bank is going to start charging them for bank statements. So what they what they wanted to do was just be able to print out their bank statements. I actually suggested to them that Brother makes a really nice black and white laser printer. I'm like, if color is not important to you, I said, the initial investment is more with a laser printer, but in the long run they save you money because you can print a hell of a lot more pages out of a toner cartridge. Like the little Brother printer I have, the HL1440, claims 6,000 pages out of a $17 toner cartridge. Well, actually, it's $23 now, but still, hell of a lot cheaper than inkjet. So, but I think I'm going to go ahead and end this vlog here. Go take my purchases upstairs and get out of this bipolar weather. What in the heck is going on here? But thank you for watching. Have a blessed day. Excuse me if I seem a little out of breath, but running up the steps, carrying a bag, box, everything. But I had another random thought on that food review idea. A lot of people think that Roman Pantry is a bit expensive, but especially because a small cheesesteak is something like about $9 or so. But the reality is, him and I could share a small cheesesteak and both take leftovers home, because they're like something like 14 inches or even more ish for a cheesesteak. For they're small, you get healthy sized portions out of it. But yeah, so I'm gonna end the vlog here now, so thank you for watching. Have a blessed